For the better part of a decade, the fixture between Manchester United and Arsenal at Old Trafford has felt like a pantomime of past glories, a contest where the weight of the names on the shirts often eclipsed the quality of the football played by the men within them. The curtain raiser for the 2025-26 season, however, felt palpably different. What transpired under the August sun was not a duel of ghosts, but a compelling clash of identities. Manchester United's nascent, free-flowing buoyancy against the methodical, tactical grit of Mikel Arteta's Arsenal. It was a battle between a reliance on individual magic moments and a natural instinct for death by constriction. In the end, it was the Gunners whose resolute and unshakable resolve prevailed. It wasn't pretty to the eye, but definitely massive on the points table. To comprehend the significance of the result, one must view it through the prism of history. In the Premier League era, Old Trafford has been a statistical graveyard for Arsenal, a ground that has yielded just 6 victories in 34 visits. Peculiarly, all 6 of those wins have been by a solitary goal to nil, and 3 of them have now been orchestrated by Mikel Arteta. This is the Arteta factor in its purest form, a knack for instilling the tactical discipline and mental fortitude required to grind out results in the most hostile of environments. It speaks to a broader evolution, as hinted at by the manager himself regarding his squad's depth. The championship-winning sides of the last 8 years have had this immense strength from the bench, he noted recently. This is the first year we have reached this privileged position. This win, achieved through struggle rather than swagger, was the first testament to that newfound privilege. The 1-0 scoreline can only be truly rationalized by dissecting Arsenal's immense off-the-ball labor. If their attacking play was a stuttering engine, their defensive structure was a chassis of reinforced steel. The performance was a masterclass in compensatory graft. For every misplaced pass or squandered break, the entire team redoubled its efforts to harry, press, and hold its shape. Initially, Arsenal's press was passive and a fraction behind the beat, a clear sign of pre-season rust. This allowed Manchester United to progress the ball with relative ease, creating dangerous overloads that caused significant problems. However, witnessing this, Arteta's side made a crucial in-game adjustment, retreating from a high-intensity press into a more compact and patient mid-block. This structural tweak rectified the initial issue, forcing United into wider, less threatening areas and allowing Saliba and Gabriel to dominate the twin threat of their newly acquired forwards. For all their possession, United's attackers often found themselves isolated in the box, their advances blunted by a cautious reluctance to commit numbers forward in transition. Amidst of this, Arsenal earned a corner after some cute interplay. With Declan Rice's deliveries, Arsenal players' physical dominance and Nicolas Jove's set-piece routines, Arsenal scored the first and only goal of the game, thanks to Calafiori and some weak, nervous goalkeeping. With the lead secured, the final act of the game became a sheer test of mental toughness. Defending a 1-0 advantage at Old Trafford is a notorious psychological crucible. Yet Arsenal's backline, marshalled by their colossal centre-halves, remained unflinching. The collective will to protect their slender lead was palpable, a testament to the resilient character Arteta has forged. In stark contrast, Arsenal's performance in possession was inefficient, disjointed, and ridden with issues of quality. The start-of-season rustiness was evident in a passing completion rate languishing in the low 70s, anathema to a team built on technical proficiency. At the back, David Raya was flawless when commanding his area from aerial balls, but occasionally dallied on the ball, which didn't cause any harm, thankfully. In front of him, Saliba and Gabriel started slowly, but grew into the game, becoming colossal pillars of strength. The fullbacks, Ben White and goalscorer Riccardo Calafiori, were brave and pushed high, a gamble that paid off with the goal, but left them vulnerable. Calafiori, in particular, was a fascinating tactical differential. His underlapping diagonal runs into central attacking areas and overlapping bursts outside the winger presented a dual positional conundrum that United failed to solve. The midfield was a mixed bag. Declan Rice was uncharacteristically underwhelming and looked a few levels below his usual self, yet his world-class qualities still shone through in his superb corner kick deliveries, one of which led to the goal. Alongside him, Martin Zubimendi allayed genuine fears about his physicality, performing far better defensively than anticipated. The captain, Martin Ødegaard, encapsulated the team's display with a performance that had the good, the bad, and the ugly. His tempo setting, dribbling, pressing, and off-the-ball grafting were exemplary. However, in the very moments where his profile is judged most harshly, he faltered. A slew of misplaced passes on the break and weak wayward shooting let him down. This can perhaps be attributed to the team's ongoing calibration to a more vertical attacking style, where the final action is more rushed and instinctive. Up front, the forward dynamic looked uncooked and underwhelming as well. The new-look attack, with its wide forwards tucked inside, was evidently a work in progress. It would be entirely unfair to judge this unit after mere 90 minutes. The wasted quick breaks, 6 or 7 of them, hinted at a lethal potential that will surely be unlocked once Ødegaard,
Saka and Gyökeres
and the left winger sync up. The substitutes had to grind hard too. Jurrien Timber was impeccably solid. Noni Madueke was forced into the unfamiliar territory of defending,
but also had a chance to make it 2-0 at the end from that Saka early cross. Lewis Skelly brought quality but earned a cheap yellow, and Kai Havertz offered his traditional intelligent link-up play with a boost of physicality.
While the offensive display was far from perfect, the only conceivable trajectory is upwards. In a couple of weeks, as match fitness peaks and tactical instructions become ingrained, the team's muscle memory will begin to take shape. It is also crucial to acknowledge that Manchester United are a palpably improved side, and one suspects not many teams will leave Old Trafford with 3 points this season. Ultimately, the day belonged to Arsenal. It was a great result born from a gritty performance that masked a rusty attack. The campaign has been initiated not with a creative flourish, but with a statement of professional resolve. So that was a concise summary of Arsenal's trip to Old Trafford. The job got done professionally, 3 points in the bag. On to the next game. Thanks for tuning in. This is the Arsenal Blueprint, and you are watching the aftermath of Manchester United versus Arsenal. Like, share, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. Thanks again for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Till then, come on the Arsenal.